If there was a new piece of info that would influence U.S. Occupy protesters to strengthen their cause, it may have come from the U.S. Treasury this week. It released a report saying that the federal government's debt increased by $203 billion in October.
Primarily, I'm here because out of unemployment, the high unemployment crisis that's hit people in this country, my family personally, and I'm tired, I'm frustrated.
The calculation works out to roughly $650 for every man, woman, and child in America. The U.S.'s multi-billion-dollar debt increase is no surprise to protesters who have been occupying parts of D.C. and around the world. They say they believe the deficit is caused by the unequal distribution of federal money and corporate greed. The newly released figures deliver a realization that the government is spending money on things that it doesn't have the cash for. College students and minorities find themselves saddled with more debt than ever before.
Programs that's there, they're getting depleted. The money is getting depleted, so it's harder for people like me to go ahead and move into a nice community, nice neighborhood, a nice house or apartment because these programs are getting closed down.
Part of the increase is being blamed on the economic downtrend. The Department of Agriculture reported this week that the number of Americans receiving food stamps increased 8% since last year to 46 million, or about 15% of the entire population.
I really believe it's due to the deregulation of Wall Street. That's what I think it goes back to. And it's like Wall Street's based on greed. So it's not based on, what's good for everyone. And so they have just run this country right into the ground.
Social unrest has broken out in various parts of the country, motivated by frustration and worsening economic conditions on much of the population.
The distribution of wealth, it's not equal. The 99% that are here standing together in solidarity are telling that 1% that, they need to pay their fair share in taxes. They need to make sure that we thrive as a country, or else we're just going to all fall together.
The question is, when protesters act out for their voices to be heard, if anyone is listening or is simply turned off. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.